definitely doing more than just banging the outside and cracking gel coat. Welcome back to the harbor, down here at Safe Cove Covered Boat Storage once again. And I'm looking for a salvage boat. It's a 35-foot Carver. And while I'm at it, I wanted to show you guys this boat here. Check this thing out. And that's a hole in the side of a boat, if I ever saw one. Old boat. Looks like somebody's going with a full restoration job. I mean, that thing is gutted. Obviously had some major damage there. Cut the side out. Looks like the fuel tank sitting there on the ground, but I mean, that's a project right there. It's a nice haul though. Real nice offshore boat. Anyway. Oh, and there's our subject of the day. Hey, Golden Olive. I did that boat. That's the first boat I did on my channel, Harbor Yacht Tours. I wonder if he finally sold it. Scroll back. I can leave it in the description, but if you just drop down all the way down to my very first video, it was at Fisherman's Village, and that was it. Anyway, here's the boat we are looking at. This little 35 Carver aft cabin, 1999 Irish Twins. Let's get out. And actually, funny enough, I also recognize this boat. This is a really unique trawler. Look at that thing. And I'm about 90% sure that this boat is something I saw on Craigslist. It was sitting in somebody's backyard, literally in their backyard on the grass after Hurricane Milton. And I think he was asking like $6,000. Come and get it, haul it off, your responsibility. Looks like somebody took him up on the offer. Pretty sure that's the boat. Could be wrong, but I'm really feeling pretty sure that was it. Anyway, here we go. 35 Carver, 356 aft cabin. It's a 1999. Right there, we're looking at the bulk of the damage. But haven't got on board yet. Haven't seen it other than a few pictures. So let's take her a little walk around first before we jump in. This side looks unscathed, and again, for a Carver, I detail boats and I don't like doing Carvers, and this one has got a good shine on it. Somebody took care of it. You got to really keep them up north or keep them heavily waxed. The gel coat just isn't my favorite to buff out. Irish Twins. Bottom is clean. That's some fresh bottom paint, really. Stainless insert on the rub rail, flopping in the breeze. It looks here like, yeah, it looks like it was just pounding up against either a concrete piling. I don't think it was wood. I think it was concrete, either the seawall piling or dock, and just really destroyed that whole intersection where the cap ties into the hull. Get a better look up top, but really it might just be that might just be all the damage that's on this boat. And we got banged up here in the back as well a little bit. See the balsa coring. It's balsa wood. It's like a cork. Super duper lightweight. Just don't let it get wet. Trim tab's a little bent. Doesn't look too bad though. Running gear appears to be okay. Wonder what's going on with that. Why they're tied up. Why would they be tied up? Anybody know? Let me know. Both props. It's like they don't want it spinning. That doesn't make sense to me. Never seen that before. Let me know. Somebody has to know why. Paint just looks like it flaked off there. I don't know if it was rubbing or if it just didn't bond. I think it just didn't stick. Oh, hole there. Little dock rash here at the boot stripe. Okay, well, first walk around does not appear to be a disaster at all. This is a nice little boat. This is a perfect little winter getaway down here in Florida. It's not too big, it's not too small, it's just right, 35 feet. We got some kind of sea decking. Not sure of the brand, but it's not Sea Deck, but it's similar product. This stuff, it's good as long as it sticks. If it's not good or a knockoff brand, it starts to curl and bubble up, and I'm not seeing that on any of this so far, especially where it hits the sun all day long. Anyway, back here at the transom, got an extended swim platform with a box, deck box to store your fenders, power cord, extra lines. Got a little box here. Here's where you're going to store your line, your power cord I should say, and your hookups, your 30 amp and 50 amp. We've got an integrated stairs, makes it very easy. Come up to probably really the best part of the boat, which is this aft sun deck. There's no isinglass, but you could put isinglass up. I suppose there could be some hiding somewhere in the boat, but you can put isinglass up and have this as an all year round, all weather, year round little hangout. Irish Twins, nice. They got the name embossed into the sea deck decking, and I like this color, light brown. I really like that. It looks like it was a very good product, properly installed. But here's a really nice spot. As I said, you can sit out here, have breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Let's take a quick look at this trawler. Very interesting, commercial looking boat. Not sure if that was, it's not a shrimping trawler, but it's got the big outriggers, stabilizing outriggers. Interesting boat. Yeah, that's the one. That was it. 6,000 bucks. I'd have took it, but this thing, the place I've got that I'm going to be keeping a boat at needs like 6 inches of water, and this thing looks like 6 feet. Well, let's carry on, move forward, start on the starboard side, the good side. Got these wing doors. Nice passage. Moving forward, high rub rail, or high bow rail. You see about mid-thigh. And they do have the sea decking carried throughout. The boat's dirty because it's been sitting, but I'm telling you, it's got a good shine on it. One pass with a buffer, maybe 2, and this thing will come right back. Like the windows, they're integrated, no framing. This is a nice boat. I will be doing some work with Cooper Capital. That's who is representing this boat, and this is a salvage boat, but I don't get paid if this boat sells or doesn't sell. That's got nothing to do with me. I'm just giving you my honest opinion of the boat, just kind of walking through, looking at it. Now the bow pulpit here looks like it took a pretty good hit. We've got a nice crack on both sides. Okay, and we're missing the rub rail, the bow rail went around the pulpit. You can see it's been cut off here. So I guess it was wedged underneath something and pushed hard enough to break, start to break off the bow pulpit, but not enough to bend the metal all the way down and damage the swim platform. It's kind of interesting. It must have been just sitting right here and just bang, 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 and cracked it. I don't think it's going to be an issue structurally to the hull. Again, this is just the cap. But we'll see if we can take a look underneath and see if we can see anything else. So I can sneak you under there right now, see if that crack continues. Yeah, you can see underneath began to separate, but that's, again, that's part of the cap, the top side. It's not a part of the hull. So structurally, the hull is still okay from that part of the damage anyway, from what I can see, without being able to get inside and look at the hull. But really, the rail, the bow rail, still can be, you know, kept right here and just extended. You know, have a little piece attached to extend out there. Otherwise, I mean, I'm not seeing anything. It's not soft or loose. This isn't going to fall off. So moving aft here is where we start to see the major damage. You can see right down into the hull there. See the different processes here. We've got the balsa coring. We've got fiberglass. You can see how thin the gel coat is, which it's actually pretty thick. Gel coat's really strong. It's not like paint. It's much stronger finish than paint, but people worry about wearing through that. It takes a while. You really gotta mess up with your buffer to do that. But anyway, there's fiberglass, woven fiberglass with resin. There you have your balsa core and more fiberglass, and then plywood. This foam is going to be for dampening, noise reduction, just helping keeping her quiet, I believe. Here you've got your resin woven fiberglass in the cap. There we got our wiring running forward for the, might be for the windlass, foot controls, and the lighting. But I mean, this isn't easy to fix. It's not just one big smooth run. There's a lot of corners and turns, and you're gonna have to remove the bow rail first. But it's not a whole lot. Not like it's the entire side of the boat. Anyway, let's continue moving aft. Even right here where I'm standing, I mean, it's still, this deck is pretty strong right there, even though it's lost its structure underneath. Through our wing door, back to the sun deck. Now we have a wet bar here, a little fridge or ice maker. What do we got? I don't want to break it. Storage, garbage. Let's move up to the bridge, and they do still have the bimini here. And it's, you can tell these gauges have been replaced at some point in time, and they haven't been sun baked, so they're getting hit by the sun now, but it does have the bimini, so it was taken care of before the storm. We've got all of our analog gauges, oil, temperature, fuel, voltage. No hours over here, no hours over here. I think, yes, I remember correctly, this has been rebuilt. Both the engines have been rebuilt. And I'm not sure if these hour meters are correct on the new rebuilds, but they have been rebuilt. Got a little Garmin multifunction. Got our helm, autopilot. We've got our windlass, our throttles. Nice big screen Garmin GPS. And our ship-to-shore radio. Seat cushions they're soft, they're still nice and plush, but they are a little bit of mildew coming through and a little dingy. Most of this will clean up, but some of those little black specks may not. But all in all, not bad. cushions up front here have been covered. Cover's taken a beating, but it's doing its job. These are in better condition. Little magic eraser, some cleaner, and this should come right up. This is coming out, this little insert here. It's just kind of flopping in the breeze, just needs to be reset. I don't know, what do you think, guys? Okay, now there's a bit of a diesel smell coming from the engine room. I'm not sure if there's a leak or if it's just a really stinky engine room, but definitely smells in here. Somebody's been doing some work. Maybe that's the rebuild. Maybe the rebuild just was finished and then hurricane hit. I'm not sure. But it is very bright in here. Nice, big, bright, open room. Corian countertops all throughout. The dinette and then the galley. These are nice shape. Nice color. So, you know, definitely is going to need a clean. Like I said, we've got a mechanic in here who had some grubby hands and forearms and just kind of left her in a mess. Gonna need, I would take out the carpet. You could probably clean it, but maybe that would help to get some of the smell out. We will take a look at the engine room in a minute, but let's step down here into the galley. Yeah, she's been taken apart. There's our AC ducts. Not sure if we have the seats anywhere. We got a big, long electrical panel here. Our 12-volt DC power, washdown pump, waste pump, cabin lights, stereo, electric head, fridge, waste tank monitor. Here we've got our AC power, receptacles, a range, hot water heater, microwave, central vac, battery charger, AC water pump, 2 AC units. So the carpet in here has been taken up, or maybe it was some kind of vinyl flooring. You see more of this. I think that's maybe balsa. I believe that's how they do the coring on the hull as well. It's lots of strips of balsa and then resin. But I could be wrong, and each boat manufacturer probably has a different process, but I was kind of shocked to find out that they still use balsa coring in a lot of manufacturing. So a solid fiberglass boat isn't a guarantee, and some of these use these composite corings, which some manufacturers use, but some still, like I said, use balsa. Now, little fridge there, Hisense. Looks like they took out the original. The cabinet there just doesn't quite fit in the cabinet, but put in a new piece of wood here. Doesn't match, but they probably had to rip out the old one to get the old fridge in. So you could maybe, that popped off. The storm probably maybe had it crooked in here. Got stuff kind of twisted, perhaps, not sure. But you could come in here with a do-it-yourself cabinet paint and just paint all these one color, make it all match. It would brighten up the original, and then it would make it match with the refrigerator cabinet. A little bit of TLC needs to be done inside. Stainless sink. Otherwise, this all looks nice. I mean, this nice princess oven, stainless sink, refrigerator looks fairly new. You could throw in a new microwave, reface these with a little bit of paint, new flooring to match. Okay, here we do have the cushions. So we've got the cushions for the dinette, Real nice deep clean on all of these. See, this will come out. That will clean up nicely. I can't guarantee, but that looks like it should clean up pretty nicely. You put in some new carpet, and you'd have a really nice little retreat. Now let's move forward here. We've got a single berth to port and a double berth to right here in the guest quarters. There's a little bit of mildew starting to grow. We are in the winter here in Florida now, so that should be kept at bay. Got time to, if you're going to buy the boat, to get in here and get it cleaned up before the rainy season. The summertime is when this stuff really grows. It's not that bad. I mean, you don't like to see any mildew or mold, but it could be worse. Now, let's check up in here in this anchor box. Maybe we can see a little bit more of that damage that was done to the pulpit. Yeah, right there's the crack. You can see the crack running through here. And there's your windlass motor. And there you can see the crack over there. Yeah, I don't want to say not structural, but I don't think it's structural in the sense that it's going to affect you when you're out running. And this closes. What do we got? A mirror? Yeah, nice. However, if you couldn't tell already, I am not a surveyor nor a professional. I'm just a boat detailer who really likes to look at a lot of different boats and just bring you guys along for the ride. If you're going to buy a boat, you should get a survey. Storage in here. Yeah, neat little place where you got a comfortable spot for two, but they didn't waste any space. Really, if you just took this out, what would you have had? A little desk here. You add this, and now you've got an extra spot for somebody to sleep. And if you don't ever need it, you could take the cushion out and kind of use it as a shelf. A little stainless rail there for something. So it's a cool spot, cool space right there. And I think if you do something close enough to the rest of this wood, this like beech wood kind of feel, you could do something pretty close in here where it'll match. You might not even have to do all of this. This little magic eraser will really clean most of this up, and then just get something similar here to match it. Kind of like a little peachy beech wood. Let's see if we can pop this up while it's talking to me. I keep banging it. Let's see anything down below. Oh, okay. Whew. Not what you'd like to see. A little black water there. It stinks. There's your shower sump pump. Little shop vac. Get that right out. I'm gonna have to check the tanks. Make sure the tanks are all good. Again, it's good to see we've kept these cushions. Now that smell is not, I don't smell that in the cabin. I smell a little bit of fumes. Wet head, or sorry, no, it's got a completely closed off. Yeah, you're still going to be showering in here in the toilet area. You can sit on the toilet seat if you want to sit or stand, but it does shut off and keeps the sink and the wash basin dry with your towels. A couple nice shelves, vacuum flush head, door locks here. Let's see. There we go. Door shuts. Okay, moving right along. We got a bunch of manuals. That's good. Carver Yachts, 2004. This is a 1999. I'm really bad about reading manuals for anything. Right. Let's see what we got under here. Now, here's a marine air system. That is, I believe, the pump for the holding tank. Smelling the holding tank in this section here of the bilge. A lot of systems on these boats, guys. A lot of systems. All right, let's move aft. Check out the captain's quarters. I've got the rug up in here. Nice big space. Okay, it does have isinglass. That's nice, and it looks like it's in pretty good shape. That's a big win. That stuff's not cheap, and hard to find good guys to do the work in a timely manner. So I've got a queen berth here. More of the light wood. Looks like a little possibly entertainment system can go in here. A little television. Plenty of little storage lockers. Here we have a head with a shower. Nice little shower door, seat for extra comfort. Keep the head dry. More of the corian throughout. This is just a non-skid floor that needs to be cleaned. Big mirror. Let's see if we can lift up one of these hatches. Another shower sump pump. What you do is you have the rug cut, but don't glue it down. That's what it looks like. Yeah, they did. They had it glued down on the edges, but it wasn't glued down here, so you could roll it up and access these pumps in case you need to work on them. So that smells a little bit like the diesel mixed with black water. I mean, it could just be fresh water with oil in it. I'm not sure. Not sure. So, you know, that to me, you know, looks pretty nasty, right? Let me turn this light off. You know, and it is nasty, but the other Carver I did about 10 videos back, it said $7,500 auction. It was a 40-foot Carver, and sorry, I'm trying not to sneeze here. That one had a spot where I opened a bilge deck hatch. I opened up a hatch in the salon, and it had black water. Funny enough, the guy who bought the boat actually commented, and he said, you know, good video, and I actually bought the boat, and really there was not a lot wrong with the boat. We weren't able to get into the engine rooms of that boat, but and he said that water, it was just black water, fresh water, and he shop vacuumed it right out. It didn't have any smell to it. That water didn't. And so anyway, he said it was no big problem at all, but you know, I'm not sure. Every boat's different, and every little bit of water you find in a boat can be there from multiple places and have multiple fluids in it. Now, while I'm talking, I did just notice this. This is the port side, and you can see, yeah, she was definitely doing more than just banging the outside and cracking gel coat. It separated this whole countertop, maybe even this whole bulkhead from the structure. See if I can get a light on in here for you guys. You can see down in there construction. Yeah, that all came off the wall. Okay, yeah, you can see the right underneath here, the bulkhead, it all just came off. I'm not sure how it was fastened. See there, that, I guess that's a stringer or a little bulkhead. Not a stringer to the hull, but whatever. Know-it-alls can tell me what that is. Seriously, you can tell me what would that be called. But it's just a bracket holding this wall up. Oh man, this whole thing, yeah. Got this whole thing shifted. Wow. Yeah, this has stayed the same. It's separated there. You know, it might be a thing where you just try to push it back as best you can. Wow. You just kind of see where it's loose, sure it up, and you might have to just kind of leave it. You know, I just don't know how you get everything pushed back. But, funny enough, it wouldn't bother me a whole lot. I'd make it to where you can't see it, but I think it's okay as far as structural, you know, integrity of the boat. But again, get your own survey. You can see here. Yeah, it got rough that day. Let's get inside these engines. All right, I've got a couple of the boards, of the floorboards peeled up here. All of these boards, kind of like a little puzzle piece, will come up if you need to access everything and you know, do major work. But the center board comes up very quickly and easy. There's no furniture over here as well, so those are all I'm opening up for now. What am I stepping on here? That doesn't look like it wants to be stepped on. Okay, little storage for batteries. Okay, this is off. The battery switch should be underneath there, I believe. Anyway, there's a generator. She needs a little detail, a little scrubbing and a paint job, but the engines look a little cleaner. They're Cummins 420 horsepower, 4 strokes, 6 BTA, and I was telling you guys that they were rebuilt. They were rebuilt, but that was in 2020, so our gauges are not correct. Let's see if we can see anything that could have popped loose inside here. Look around there for me. Let's see, turn sideways here. I just want to get it look straight back against that bulkhead under the couch. Can't see much. This battery switch is off as well. And so, okay, that just goes right out into the aft cabin. And so there's where we're getting the smell from. When I opened it up in here, it didn't smell that bad. When I opened up the cabin, it did. Okay, but when I opened up the engine room, it didn't smell that bad. So I think it's just a mixture of that. You know, it's just the engine room being opened directly in to the aft cabin, which that can be closed off. It should be. See, they opened that up probably to do more work, or while they were doing the, well, I don't know what they were doing, because that was again in 2020. But this is where the smell is the strongest. So, and this is where we have some of that water. You have to do further detective work, but there's the engine room. Let's close her up now for a continual walkthrough of this 356 aft cabin Carver, 1999. let me hop online here and let's see if we can compare it to some other Carvers that are on the market right now, and just take a look and see what, you know, it would bring if you had it in whole condition, all fixed up and ready to go. So you can get an idea maybe what could you make on this boat if you were to buy it, or how much sweat equity could you save if you bought it and did it yourself. Let's jump in here. Let's go to Yacht World or Boat Trader first. Here we've got a 99 Myrtle Beach, South Carolina for $69,000. Amazing amount of space inside and out. Twin Merc cruisers. So definitely not as good of a boat. 620 horsepower. She's got about 400 more horse to ride with, but this is a gas boat, so not really comparable. Here we go, $104,000 aft cabin. This is, oh, it's another Merc. 7.4 Merc cruiser, V drives. This one's in Marathon, Florida, so she's salty. Down in the Keys, looks nice. If these pictures are up to date, it looks real pretty. This can give you an idea of what the boat we're looking at could look like. Slightly. This is a nice boat, well taken care of. So there we go, 70, 100. Can we find a diesel to compare? It's a $73,000 boat. Again, this looks like this is going to be gas. It's got the higher horsepower, Merc cruisers, yep. So we're in the 70s. So, well, here we go. This is $50,000. This has got to be gas as well. This is a New Hampshire. Oh, this one only has 310 horsepower. Unless they weren't specifying that it was total horsepower on that one with 620. That's probably what it was. That is what it was. Okay. 50,000. Can we find a diesel? I guess I spell diesel. It's giving me the same boats. Let's take a look here. Here we got a boat in Fort Myers, still Merc cruiser. So it's you know, a bit of a special boat, guys. It's got the diesels. I'm not seeing anything. We're in California. I don't even know if they let diesels in California anymore. Crusaders. So I don't know. What do you think, guys? Let me know. Give me a price range. Here we've got anything from $50,000 to $100,000, and these are all gas. These boats are not damaged. Only 400 hours on some new Merc cruisers. Put it in 2015. I don't think that's new, but new to the boat. That boat was 6 years old when it got those new Mercs. So let me know what you think. Yeah, she's got diesels. That's definitely a bonus, and looks to be a little bit of an anomaly. Here we go. Let's go one more here. 92,000. Knoxville, Tennessee. It's going to be a freshwater boat. Give me some diesels and I'll take it. Nope, gas, Merc cruisers, but I bet this is the prettiest boat out there. I tell you what, guys, difference between a freshwater boat kept up north undercover, it looks like here. Look at that shine on that boat. Wow. 1999. Sorry, I'm just zipping through here. This is a clean boat. Really nice. $92,000. So we'll see. Starting bid is $1. Let's just jump over there real quick. I'm going to show you guys Cooper Capital. Let's take a look at this listing real quick. I'll get you guys out of here. So you got all kinds of stuff all across the country, not just Florida boats. They've got boats everywhere. This boat is in Placida, Florida. And yeah, starting bid is $1. Get a waiver if you need to take a look at it. Submit your bid. Minimum bid is $1, and you've got till the 19th. This video is getting out a little late, but future videos will be posted right at the start of the auction. That's all I got for you guys. I appreciate y'all coming along on this tour. I'm going to be doing a lot more salvage boats, and I've got a lot more boats to come. Kind of getting an idea and a vision of what I want to have on my channel. I'm going to be doing mostly trawlers and some motor yachts and other maybe some unique boats here and there, but Just really getting started, so I appreciate you guys coming aboard for the ride. If you haven't ever already liked or subscribed, please do that. It really helps the channel out, and thanks for watching. And check this out. Wow, that's a project right there. It's a nice hole though. I'm not sure what it is, but it's solid fiberglass. A lot of damaged boats out there, guys. That hurricane really put a beating on some of these boats. It's a swim platform of a different boat. See here, structure. It's balsa coring.